In ancient Mexico, us Aztecs ate all sorts of unusual stuff, like monkeys, frogs and lizards. But at a certain time of the year, our diet wasn't nearly as interesting.
Previously on Aztec, Come Dine With Me, Mamexi served up a meal of maize and beans.
Ooh, thank you.
Come here, maize and beans.
Shantico prepared a dish of maize and beans.
Sir, it's maize and beans. Can I get you one of these?
Oh, yes.
Everyone for beans?
Oh, yes, please.
And Tennant cooked maize and beans with a side order of beans.
Quelle surprise.
It's the final dinner party. Can't wait to find out what Atsy's going to be cooking for her guests tonight.
I've decided to cook maize and beans because I don't have any choice. In the Aztec calendar, it's the days of eating maize and beans when we just eat maize and beans. For 19 days, it's to celebrate the end of the dry season.
Yes, and the beginning of the windy one. It's hot and sticky in the kitchen, and Atsy hasn't even started cooking. And now the guests are arriving. That's no good.
Yeah, take your blanket.
You look fabulous.
Oh, so
you
do
look
you.
really, really nice.
Fantastic. Now, I'm just in the kitchen, so just help yourselves to some cactus wine.
Thank you. All right.
Cactus wine? I hope they've taken the spikes out. Meanwhile, back in the kitchen, Atsy prepares the sacred maize in the traditional Aztec manner by blowing on it. Well, that's one way of doing it.
Oh, no.
Oh, please tell me you're not going to use that maize. It's been on the floor.
Maize is sacred to us Aztecs, so not a single grain must be wasted. Is it me or is it a bit drafty in here?
It's you. It's time for dinner, and before the main course of maize and beans, Atsy has prepared a surprise starter.
Wow.
It's maize and beans.
Whoa!
Love it. That is my favourite. Mine too.
Several plates of maize and beans later, it's time for Atsy to entertain her guests by playing a tune on her Aztec pipes, while the other guests give a blast on their Aztec pipes. Go on, fella. Time for the all-important scores. A 3 from Mamexi, 7 from Shantico, and a big fat one from Tennant, who gives Atsy 10 out of 10, which means that Atsy is the winner of this week's cash prize, 1,000 beans.
1,000 beans?
Relax, relax. They're cocoa beans for making chocolate. It's Aztec money.
Oh.
Yeah, when I said relax. Next week on Aztec Come Dine With Me, it's the days of swallowing water snakes and frogs. Can't wait.
And now an advertising intermission from ancient Mexico.
Is your padded armour past its best? Do you need a new set but don't have any needles or thread or cloth? Then help us at hand with the new Aztec High-Tech All-in-One Sewing Kit. It's a cactus.
Spiky.
Yes, that's right. You can make needles from the spines and thread and cloth from the skin. Plus, if you don't like the colour, you can even use the cactus to make a dye. That's the new Aztec High-Tech All-in-One Sewing Kit, available in one not easy to carry pack. Order now, only from Aztec High-Tech.
Spiky.
Are you starving hungry, but don't have anything to eat or anything to cook it on? Then help us at hand with the new Aztec High-Tech All-in-One Meal Kit. It's a cactus.
Spiky.
Yes, that's right. Stewed cactus is delicious. And to cook it, just use some more cactus. It makes an excellent fuel. And if you need something to wash down your meal, then why not try some cactus wine? That's the new Aztec High-Tech All-in-One Meal Kit with 3 toothpicks. Order now, only from Aztec High-Tech.
Spiky.
Do you have a hole in the roof? Then help us at hand with the new Aztec High-Tech All-in-One Roof Mending Kit. Ha! Bet you thought I was going to say cactus. Well, you're right, I am. It's a cactus.
Spiky.
Just dry out some cactus slices to use as roof tiles, then pulp some more cactus to make a glue to stick them down. There's nothing you can't do with a cactus, apart from use it as a seat.
Spiky.
Say, have you tried this new Aztec chewing gum?
No, but I'd love to.
Then do.
Hey! This chewing gum is great. What's it called?
Chuckle.
Chuckle?
That's right, chuckle. It's made from the sticky resin from a sapodilla tree.
Tree. Seriously, you're making me eat tree.
That's right. Chuckle chewing gum is made from tree resin mixed with tar and crushed insects.
Oh, that's okay then. I like crushed insects.
Chuckle resin, chuckle resin, chuckle resin, chuckle resin.
Chew me.
Chew you.
Chew me.
Chew you.
Chew me.
Chew you.
Chuckle resin, chuckle resin.
And it also works as a glue. Keep smiling.
I will. I can't move my mouth.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously.
Chuckle resin, chuckle resin.
Available on all leading sandals.
Terrible Tudors.
If you were very rich in Tudor times, then your diet tended to be, well, very rich.
Would you like a body like this? I'll bet you would. Well, now you can, thanks to the Henry VIII Tudor diet plan. Out now. Just 7 hours dedicated feasting a day, and you too could have a body to die for. 5,000 calories a day, every day, and 13 courses at every meal. With the Henry VIII Tudor diet plan, you get all of your 5 a day. That's 5 massive portions of meat. Of course, it's also important to consume the right amount of vegetables. That's not at all! Vegetables are for peasants! Sometimes I get so hungry, I eat the plate. Obviously, it's not a real plate. This one's made of pure sugar. Water's important too. It's important that you avoid it like the plague. It's filthy. Seriously, Tudor water is filthy. And finally, it's vitally important you don't take any exercise at all. With all the rich food, you'll find it very difficult to move around. Just sit on your throne and take it easy. The Henry VIII Tudor diet plan. For Weight Watchers everywhere. Just watch your weight go up and up. Warning, a rich Tudor diet can cause gout, diabetes and an early death.
Cutthroat Celts! Ah, we Celts were a fighting race, so you might be surprised to find out that we used to love a bit of poetry.
The greatest king in all the land. He ground his enemies into sand. He reigned supreme over the Irish, from lowly peasants to those more squirish. But there is one doubt, if I may sow it. He had few friends among the poets, for his name was Aid Mock and Marok, and none of them could make it rhyme. Brilliant! You know what? I was going to have you killed after the poet bit, but you pulled it out the bag. Now, a piece of jewellery for your troubles. Anything in the room you have but to ask.
Well, I quite like the look of that wheel brooch you're wearing on your shoulder, sire.
What?
Well, you said I could pick anything in the room.
I didn't mean anything. No one may ask for the king's brooch. That is the most terrible crime in all the land. I'm going to have you banished from all of Ireland. No, scratch that. I'm banishing all poets from Ireland. Proclaim it to the kingdom. Go on, go on.
From this moment, all poetry's banned. Banishment to all who rhyme in this land.
What? That just rhymed. You're a poet. Banished!
I'd advise against that, sire. Good heralds are hard to hire.
Ugh! A poet! Banished! Guard, arrest them all.
Who would you like me to chuck out first? Which did you think was the worst?
Banished! Right, that's it. I'm really through. Begone, the lot of you.
That rhymed. Those words you just spoke.
So they did. I'll get me cloak.
Don't worry, help's on its way. I think that's probably them now.
Historical paramedics.
Look, Jeff, a lady.
I concur.
Shall I take her pulse?
No, she might need it.
I'm sorry, are you sure you're qualified?
Even better, with Tudors. Now, what seems to be the problem?
Well, I don't know. She said she didn't feel well in the supermarket, and we got outside and she just fainted.
It sounds like she's suffering from sickness.
I concur. We must act fast. You, sir, are you a villain, a scoundrel, a rapscallion?
What?
We urgently need a criminal. This woman's life may depend upon it.
Well, I stole a packet of biscuits once.
Can we cut off your head, dry your skull, and feed its powdered scrapings to this lady?
Blast! He ran away before we could get an answer.
We've no time to lose. Shall we use spiders?
Yes.
you have any butter?
I have this low-fat, cholesterol-busting olive oil spread.
I don't know what that means, but it'll have to do. We simply cover the live spiders in butter and feed them to the patient, and bang! The sickness is gone.
Jeff. What? I forgot to feed the spiders.
Are you insane in your brain? We can't feed her dead, buttered spiders. That's just crazy.
I know. I'm so sorry.
What else do you have?
I do have this human bone.
Excellent. Bone marrow and sweat is a sure tonic for sickness.
Madam, may I rub this bone under your armpit? Oh, she's gone. Honestly, it's like these people don't want her to get better.
There's only one thing for it. Fustigation!
What's fustigation?
It's a very technical procedure. You may want to stand back, people. We literally beat the sickness out of her.
That's ridiculous. You can't do that.
Wait! I hear wheezing.
Yes, she's got asthma.
Do you have a frog in your throat?
No.
Then why ever not, madam? Nigel, put a frog in this lady's throat.
What do you mean a frog?
Don't worry. A dead frog in the windpipe is the best cure for asthma.
Oh, stop being so stupid. This is all she needs. Here.
Oh. It is witchcraft.
Tuck away, witch.
Away from the witch.
I'll take the spread.
Use not your black magic on me, witch.
Now run away!
Run away!
Run away!
Oh, no. Jen, bring the sponges. Looks like they've tried the buttered spiders again.
Hello and welcome to Invasion. This week we're looking for somewhere in mainland Britain for two Saxon brothers, Hengist and Horsa, to take over. Let's go and meet them. Hengist, Horsa, I've brought you here to the island of Thanet, just off the coast of Kent. I think it ticks all your boxes, but what do you think?
Well, it's a little bit small.
Oh, that is a shame, because the vendor, Vortigern, King of the Britons, is willing to offer you this for free.
I should hope so. He owes us big time for helping to drive the Picts back up to Scotland.
Yeah, we're really good at fighting, you know.
Well, I am anyway.
You're not as good as me.
How can you say that? I'm like the best at fighting. So, anyway, we do really need somewhere bigger.
Where did you have in mind?
Kent?
Oh, lovely. Whereabouts in Kent?
Kent. The whole of Kent.
Whole of Kent?
Hengist and Horsa have their hearts set on the whole of Kent. But first they'll have to negotiate with the current owner, Vortigern, King of the Britons.
Going low.
Okay, you sure? Yeah. We'll give you nothing for it.
Well, that's a toughie. I'm going to have to say no.
You drive a hard bargain.
How about if I offer you, my daughter, Rowena?
Yes, it's a deal.
Do I get a say in this?
No, probably not, no.
Well, that's great. We've got them exactly what they wanted.
You know, thinking about it, Kent does still feel a little bit small.
We'd like somewhere much bigger than this, please.
So are you going to offer me any more attractive daughters? Because
I have a cousin, but...
We thought we could offer you this. We're really good at fighting.
Well, I am anyway.
You're not as good as me.
I'm way better than you. I won that competition thing. Come back, British King!
Negotiations over further land have got a bit out of hand. In fact, they've turned into an all-out war, and Horsa has been forced to pull out of the deal.
Ouch! I told you I was a better fighter than him.
In an effort to finalise negotiations, Hengist has invited Vortigern over for a peace banquet.
Right, best lay the table. So, spoon here, knife in the back of the neck.
dinner. How civilised. So much better than fighting, I find.
Yeah. Shall I carve?
Yes. Yeah, there's no food. There's no food. So he killed everybody, then asked me whether I wanted to die, and I gave him the whole of the southeast of England. Tough negotiator.
So, Hengist, happy?
Yeah, for sure.
Good. Well, it just goes to show you can move right up the property ladder if you've got a good eye for a bargain.
And you're really good at fighting.
See you next week. Hopefully.
Richard III was a mean old murderous monster.
Or was he?
I was sure that you'd love me. To that hope I did cling. 'Cause I'm Richard III, and everybody loves a king. Thought I did a good job, why do you disagree? There's a lot of people spreading nasty rumors about me. Every word is a lie, so I'm singing this song, 'cause the history books have been telling it wrong. Never had a limp, always walked my full height. Never had a hump and my arm was all right. Never took the crown with illegal power. Never killed my nephews, the princes in the tower. Tudor propaganda, it's all absurd. Time to tell the truth about King Richard III. My brother Edward died. His kids too young to rule. So I took the throne. Why not? I'm nobody's fool. Thomas More wrote a history, said I murdered Edward's boys. Shakespeare said their death was an evil ploy. But I say those two are historical vandals. They've ruined my image. I mean, what a scandal. Never bumped off those harmless young heirs. Never buried them under the Tower of London stairs. Never poisoned my wife, bumped off her daddy. This is me, sweet Richard. Do I look like a baddie? Never was two-faced, sure you'll agree. I was misunderstood. King Richard III. Can you imagine it? I'm the last Plantagenet, beaten by Henry in the Wars of the Roses. The Tudor dynasty didn't care that much for me. Now I'm painted as a baddie, that's why one supposes. Never forget when you hear of my crimes. Never drowned my brother in a massive vat of wine. Never said a horse, my kingdom for a horse. Who made that up? Why, William Shakespeare, of course. Now my tale is told, you won't hear a bad word about a special ruler, King Richard III. I'm a nice guy.
Oh, it's a wasp, it's a wasp! It's a wasp, it's a wasp! Oh, it's a wasp! Oh, it's a wasp!
I am William Wallace, my life was a mystery. Some say born 1272, some say 1263. Was Dad Malcolm of Paisley, maybe Alan from Ayr? Did I have a wife or no? Do you really care? They say I had a big red beard, but all you need to know, I was a Scottish rebel, and the English were my foe. William Wallace, Scottish rebel, this is war I cry. Many English fought me, and many English died. I took against the English back when I was fairly wee, 'cause an Englishman called Selby bullied my whole family. It upset me, so I struck him dead, well wouldn't you? Then an English sheriff came along, guess what? I killed him too. They say he killed my wife, so he deserved what he got. Then England's King Ed came for me, oh I'm scared not. William Wallace, Scottish rebel, possibly 6'7", but all that really matters is I sent Englishmen to heaven. 40,000 English came to Stirling Bridge for me. They had to cross a narrow bridge to get to us, you see. We held them off, pushed them back, it was no contest. Bridge collapsed, hundreds drowned, of course I killed the rest. Celebrated Stirling Bridge another Scottish win by decorating my sword with the English general's skin. William Wallace, Scottish rebel, Scottish legend too. Fought for Scottish freedom, was a hero through and through. Here's where my rebel story comes unstuck. At Falkirk defeated, I'd run out of luck. Spent 7 years playing hide and seek. Captured, sent to London, tried for treason, what cheek. King Ed hanged me, then a lovely touch. Pulled my guts out, guess he didn't like me much. William Wallace, Scottish rebel, in Scotland my heart lived. Though sadly, my head wound up on a spike on London Bridge. Oh, that's smart.
Terrible Tudors.
When Henry VIII died, his son Edward VI came to power, aged just 9. But he died only 6 years later, and after that it wasn't clear who would take the throne.
Are you Protestant? Are you vaguely related to Henry VIII? Is your name Lady Jane Grey? Then you've won our star prize, and you're going to experience what it's like to be queen for 9 days.
Wow!
That's 9 whole days in charge of England. Here's what you'll get. Day 1, we set you up in royal apartments at the Tower of London to await your coronation.
Ooh, this is nice. I could get used to this.
I don't think so. Day 2, we throw in a crown for free. Go on, try it on for size.
Okay, what harm can it do?
You'll find that out on day 9.
Sorry?
Nothing. Day 3, it's coronation time. Now you're the queen. You get to go out and meet your public. They don't even know who you are.
We don't even know who she is.
They were expecting a different person to be queen.
We were expecting a different person to be queen.
They smell a wee.
We smell it. See what you're trying to do there. Actually, we do.
Day 4, you have a letter sent to Henry VIII's daughter, Mary Tudor, asking her to recognize you as queen.
Fingers crossed.
Day 5, you get Mary's reply.
What does it say?
Bog off.
What?
Well, that's the gist of it.
Day 6, relax and take in the luxurious surroundings, while Mary Tudor amasses an army to have you removed from power.
What?
Day 7, relax and take in the luxurious surroundings.
Like I could be any less relaxed.
Mom, our armies have been defeated in Cambridge by Mary Tudor. She says she's the queen now and she's marching on London.
Okay, so now I'm less relaxed.
Day 8, relax and take in the luxurious surroundings.
Enough of this relaxing nonsense, okay? I'll have you know, I'm so stressed. My skin is peeling off.
Oh, yuck. It's not very regal, is it?
And day 9, relax and, oh, all right then, panic, as the people support Mary Tudor as their rightful queen, and all your supporters desert you to save their own skins. Too late for yours, it's all peeled off anyway.
Well, this can't get any worse.
Yes, it can. And this fantastic offer ends in true Tudor style with a visit to the executioner.
I never wanted to be queen in the first place.
With queen for 9 days, the shortest reign in history is yours, whether you want it or not. Warning, limited to 9 days only. Offer expires in 1553.
Stupid deaths, they're funny 'cause they're true. Woo! Stupid deaths, hope next time it's not you. She shouldn't have worn that dress, she had no chance. Next! And you are?
A Tudor performer and entertainer.
Ooh, well, why not entertain us, eh? How did you die?
Well, I was famous for my amazing act. The Great Stab-Proof Man.
Ooh.
I would stand before a live audience and plunge a dagger into my own chest and yet not die.
Well, how come?
I wore a cleverly hidden stab-proof vest, so the knife never even touched me, but it did puncture a concealed bag of animal blood, giving the impression that I was bleeding.
Oh, very clever. So, how did you die for real?
Well, it was all going perfectly. The crowd were cheering, the money was pouring in, and I raised my dagger aloft and plunged it into my chest.
Yes, and?
I'd forgotten to put on my stab-proof vest. I stabbed myself in the heart and I died.
Shame the vest wasn't idiot-proof. I'll just confer with the judges. Oh, shut up, Louis. Yes, that's 2 yeses. You're through to the afterlife. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
He was very good, wasn't he? It was good. Sometimes I love this job. I do, Louis, I do. Stupid deaths. Hope next time it's not you.
Horrible Histories.